Peace and blessings, so family. I love you all. I hope everyone's doing well. In this video, I was just going to explain the correspondences with the way that I have assigned the the elements to each of the fingers when it comes to mudras. Because if you actually go looking up mudras and stuff, you'll see that depending on what tradition it's from, there's different ones. I have a book, let's see, what's it called? Subtle Body. I think like Cindy Dale is her name. But there's a few different ones in there. But I'm going to explain the reason that I associate the ones that I do. So, interestingly enough, it actually aligns with the order of the emanations of the Tattwas, the way that the Tattwas go. So it's Akash, air, or Akash, Vayu, Agni, Apas, and then Prithvi, which is basically ether or space, air, fire, water, earth. And the reason that it's the way that I do it is because if you think about the 5 elements, you have the earth, air, fire, and water, which are the primary 4 quarters and stuff like that the angels represent in ceremonial magic and stuff. So these 4 would make sense to be together, and then spirit or Akash or ether would be the one that everything emanates from. So the thumb would definitely be Akash or spirit or ether, whichever that you put in the 5 elements. And then the next one's air, which makes total sense, because if you are talking to someone or showing someone something or teaching something, when you're directing someone's awareness, directing their attention, you do it with this finger when you're pointing. So that would make sense that when you're, air element being connected to thought and stuff. So that would be air. The next one, it would make sense for the middle finger to be fire or Agni, because when you see somebody raising their middle finger, it's a very fiery, rajasic energy. People usually aren't flipping the middle finger if they aren't feeling that internal fire. And then the next one down would be water, which makes sense because when it comes to, at least here in the West, when people get married, they put their wedding band on the ring finger. This one's called the ring finger, so it makes sense that water would be there, emotions, relationships. And then, of course, the pinky is the closest. When you stick your hands out like this, it's the closest down to the earth. So that would just make sense to have the elements associated in that same order that the Tattwas in the yogic and Eastern sciences are, Samkhya and such. So, Akash, air, fire, water, earth. But yeah, that's at least the order that I do them in. So, when you're doing a lot of these mudras, when you're using certain fingers together, that's representing a mixing, a merging of those energies. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that. I love you all. I hope everyone's doing well. Peace and many blessings.